Hey guys,
Hey,
it's Haley,
and Ashley.
and this is What the Podcast. We almost never go the same. Oh, her computer just dinged. That always happens at the most.
Obnoxious time.
Yeah, a little bit. Thanks a lot, Windows.
Yeah. Windows 11. I don't know what it is, actually. It could be Windows 20 by now. I don't know.
Is it?
I have no clue.
I feel like Windows 11 is accurate. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? I said that really excitingly, but I've been having not a terrible week.
Dude, we say this every week that we're having bad weeks.
I know y'all are so sick of it. They're like, damn, these girls ever have a good week? And the answer is no.
It's just, we film on Wednesdays and Mondays suck. And then Tuesdays are just Monday's sucky best friend.
You catch us on a Friday?
Yeah, we'll be hooping and hollering.
Wednesday is just like the butt crack of the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Butt crack of the week.
It is like, because you're like, okay, I got over the first half, but now I got a whole other second half to go.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
But we get paid tonight, so there's that.
We do, yeah.
And that's always fun.
I forget about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry we're always so...
You know, it's life. If you live in America in 2023, you understand.
You get it.
You get it.
We're just two girls living in this economy.
Yeah.
Corporate girlies.
Yeah.
Talking on Wednesdays.
Yep.
That, I would say that's a recipe for...
A week.
Quite the week.
Yeah. Work's been work.
Very worky.
And then just... So, new in my personal life.
Ooh, spill. We're just chit-chatting today, by the way.
Yeah. My kid is now old enough that all the neighborhood kids come over
Mm-hmm.
and like ride their bicycles over, and they leave their bicycles in the front yard.
Oh.
And then they come walking in. They're like, "What you got to drink?" And I'm like,
do you love that though?
I love it.
Oh,
Makes me so happy. But like, it really is hard for me because like, I'm very much like, I have to keep my eyes on Giacomo at all times.
Protective, yeah.
And I let him go outside by himself.
Which was a huge deal.
It is a huge deal.
In the day and age that we live in,
Dude.
Does not happen often.
Yeah, and I trust him. So that's why I'm like, you're allowed to not go far, but...
Go outside and play.
Yep. Like I did, because me and James were talking about it last week. I was being judgmental. We drove past a house in the neighborhood and there was like some little kids outside.
Oh, really?
And there was no adult in sight. And there was a bigger one, but it was like Giacomo's age, but still little ones with it. And it was on a busy street. And I was like, I would never let my kid do that. And I was being judgy, which I shouldn't have, because here I am letting my kid. I'm not on a busy street by any means, but...
Well, there's a difference in letting your, 9, 10, 11-year-old kid go outside and your 6-year-old going outside.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference.
And James was like, what's weird is that we did that as kids, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
I was like, that is facts. Giacomo's age, I was leaving my house without even asking.
I used to go outside and play all the time.
Yeah.
As like a 8, 9-year-old kid, like I just go outside.
It's wild now.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's just because the news is so like...
I was just
newsing.
About to bring that up. Like, sometimes I don't know if things really are just worse or it's just because we see it so much more often. But people are so bad, you guys. Like,
I think it's that we see it more often.
There's always
100%.
been some messed up people.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
We just don't, like, know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. The times have changed.
Yeah.
They've changed.
It's just, like, for example, that little girl with the FedEx guy.
Yeah.
Like,
you cannot trust anybody.
And the thing is like, he didn't have ill intentions, apparently. Like, he accidentally hit her with his car and then freaked out. I'm sure there was more to it, but from my understanding, that's what it was, is that he hit her and she like passed out, or not passed out, but like whatever, blacked out.
Right.
And he brought her in the FedEx truck and she woke up and he was like, I've already done so much. Might as well.
Let's add this to the list.
Yeah. It's horrible. I'm not like making light of that. It's horrible. It is. That's what his thought process was, according to what he said in the beginning. I never followed up.
Yeah. But I did not follow up at all, other than when it first was kind of in the headlines. But you just can't trust anybody. No. Like, everywhere you turn, there's some sort of thing online or the news about, I don't know.
Yeah, and the news right now is wild. Don't get me started.
Don't. I know.
I can't. My husband, we went to sleep with it on live last night. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
It just...
Put my AirPods in.
And Ashley and I talked about this a couple days ago too. Like, growing up and here in the last couple years have tended to be like very optimistic, like having so much like hope and just faith in people, even though distrusting and like almost, I would say, pessimistic I become.
Yeah, I think my husband's like that. And I am too, to a point. Like,
it's almost like they say, what's that saying? It's like, I'm blank. I'm talking, I'll think of it.
But the news is pretty crazy right now. Everything going on. But the memes coming out of it are fire.
That's always how it goes.
Dude, and I hate it because I feel bad for everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Not what's going on, that memes are not. I've never seen a meme about that. I've seen memes about, of course, women being drafted. Yeah. And they're freaking, and I know we need to take that seriously.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm almost in my 30s, so I wouldn't be. You know what it is,
but it's some of our generation and then the generation behind us, they grew up online.
Yeah. So that's how they cope almost.
Right. And it's like humor is everywhere.
I see it as like they're making light of a really crappy situation. So why not laugh about this really shitty situation?
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I've kind of been coming to terms with, just in like the way that we live now. And, you know, prices of things are so high, and just like ridiculous. The list goes on and on and on. Quite literally, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
You just have to make it through each day.
Yeah.
Also, it was ignorance is bliss. Like, I think
I'm the number one person to put their head in the sand. Like, I prefer not to know. Like, I don't want to know until they're knocking on our door.
I'm so conflicted. Like, that sounds bad. Not that I don't want to know things. I know things, but that gives me so much anxiety and so much like stress that I'm like, why do I want to do that to myself when I physically cannot go out there and do something about it? Yeah.
So why stress myself out about it?
Yep. That's the boat that I'm in too. It's like, if I know this information, I'm constantly going to be worried about it.
Yeah.
When in reality, there's nothing that we can do to subdue that or fix it.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Anyway.
Yeah.
Now for some laughs. Yeah, we're just kind of chit-chatting today. We don't really have like a set topic.
I can't even remember what I wrote down earlier.
I remember one thing that I was going to bring up. And I told you this today a little bit. I say this like 45 times a year. I am going to be on a fitness journey.
Oh, Lord.
This is the thing. I look at pictures of myself from when I was a teenager, which is very unrealistic, because I realize I'm never going to look the way that I looked when I was a 17-year-old girl. Okay. Like,
that was something I had to
come to terms with.
Yep.
And it's just so hard. But I'm like, I can be a better version of myself. And I used to be very healthy. Like, I don't like to exercise, but I would exercise every day. And I really liked it. Like, once I had a routine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the starting, and everybody says this, but it's true. Starting it and like trying to get that motivation kills me.
I don't have motivation at all. None.
I just want to
I want to lose weight. Like, don't get me wrong,
mm-hmm.
but like not enough to exercise.
Yeah.
I need to though. Like,
I think
I cannot gain any more weight.
I think starting like, what's it called? Like really low intensity.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to go on walks like every other day at least. And I like it. But I always like, I don't run.
Mm-hmm.
I hate running. But I envy the people that are runners that like to run because I feel like they get so much.
I love a treadmill.
Out of it. I hate treadmills.
I love treadmills.
But I'll go outside and walk all day long. I love being outside.
I love treadmills.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they make those like portable treadmills.
Mm-hmm. I'd be afraid to fall on that.
Because there's no bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you should get a treadmill.
They're so expensive.
You could probably find one on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, but I don't know. Where would I put it?
You could put it in here. Seriously, we could shift the table over and then you could put it like right there. Yeah, it'd work.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll run outside.
Fair enough.
I just feel like I'll get shin splints or something.
Well, and that's the other thing that I was thinking about. I have awful knees, and my right knee, I'm so I'm convinced it's deteriorating or something. I'm gonna have to get a knee replacement by 30 because
that's what I say about my hips.
I cannot do anything on this knee. You won't catch me doing a squat. Like, if I do a squat, I'm not coming back up. Like, and I'm just like, how did this happen so fast? Because I used to be so like into it. You know what I mean? And now I'm like,
maybe we should take up. I wish I was like rich because we would just go to like a kickboxing class.
You know,
and it's like an hour of intense training, and it's that kind of stuff I'm into. Like, I love stuff like that.
Really, like high intensity stuff.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we
like a class. I like that. I'm not like I go do it by myself type girl.
Okay, you need to like have an environment.
Yes.
Of others. Well, or like,
but it's so expensive.
Like a Soul Cycle or something.
No, I've tried that.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
I've always wanted to try it.
It's they do it at the community center. I don't know if it's soul cycling, but it's like cycling class.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And they play music, and
I was wondering if
it's very hard.
Really?
Yes, it's insane.
We should do it. We should start low intensity, right? And then once we get to a point where we're like we have a little bit of stamina, we should just do it. Not like it doesn't have to be like a regular thing, but like do it a couple times. I get like that second, well, not anymore because I don't exercise, but used to, like, I would start exercising. I would like halfway through, like really be tired. And then I'd get like a second wind. And I think that's what like a runner's high almost. And then you just power through
I've
it.
I've never experienced that.
Oh my gosh. And it's like the most.
Except I feel like in kickboxing, because when we did kickboxing, it was kickboxing, so you did that part, but it was also like you're standing there running in place and you have to drop down to the ground, get back up, and like stuff like that. I get that stuff. I really liked that class because it was fun, and like jujitsu and stuff like that. Like, I'd like to do that stuff again and lose weight that way. We
can find some HIIT programs, I'm sure. I thought about
expensive though.
I know. We just need to get some VHS tapes or something and
go at it.
Do it in the living room. Well, I was thinking, like, especially because, like, I'm the heaviest right now that I've ever been in my entire life. And it's not bad. Like, that's not a bad thing. I'm just not happy with where I'm at. And I know that I can be, like, I shouldn't be 24 years old and like struggling to get off the couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just not the life that I want to live.
Way. And I'd be so happy not to be tired and stuff all the time.
Yes.
And energetic.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't, like, I hate to blame everything on it, but like, because I know it's because I don't exercise and I eat like trash. Like, I 100% know that. Like, I'm not doubting that. But I also have always eaten like this. But yet, I'm getting older and your metabolism goes, you know, with it. But I was at 100 and, well, I'm not going to say how much I weighed, but I was like, how many pounds?
Right.
And then I started this medication and now I'm like, let's add 50 pounds to it.
I blame it
almost
on
60 pounds.
Sitting all day. Yeah. That's what I blame mine on because
I was tiny when I started at our job.
Me too. And before I started working where we work, I worked at Kroger grocery store and worked like the trashiest hours. I worked from like 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. But I was literally unloading trucks, like running back and forth and unloading pallets. And it was like hard work. But oh my gosh, I was this like slimmest I've ever been.
That's how it was when I worked at the daycare.
And yet I thought I was humongous. And I just don't know how. I think I'll always have problems with body image. Yeah.
Same.
Yep. But it's because of the examples that we had growing up. You know? I did also think about maybe like swimming. Because swimming is like, it works your whole body, but it doesn't hurt your joints.
See, I was going to say swimming too. I did a swimming class at the community center. Because you used to have a membership. So I went to all these classes.
Yeah.
And I was the youngest person there.
It's all old people.
It is. But my body hurt so bad the next day. Yeah. Those weights underwater, all it is styrofoam or whatever.
Yeah.
And underwater, they're like, feels like 1,000,000 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
I'd rather do that. Maybe we should do that.
Okay. I think that would be good because it's not like it's intense and it works your whole body, but you're not like hurting yourself in the process.
Yeah. I wonder if you burn a lot of calories with it though.
Absolutely. Look it up. Swimming is like one of the best exercises you can do for your body. Because think about how much pressure is on your body under the water. And it's like you've got weights on your, like you said, like you're like exerting more force.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
We would definitely be the youngest ones there, but
I'm down.
YOLO. I like to swim. I like to splash around in the water.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had for the fitness stuff.
Maybe we'll do water. I don't know.
And I really want to try to eat better, but it's so expensive. Like on top of everything else.
That's the thing. I don't like any foods that are healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do. That's the thing. Like I love vegetables and I like eating somewhat clean, but it's just so expensive. Like it's so much cheaper just to buy a Lunchable every single day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Granted, everything's so expensive.
I know.
It is ridiculous.
But we're not getting paid anymore. Like that's the thing is that the cost of living is up dramatically, but
we get a 1% raise.
Nobody's getting paid to,
our raises are what the cost of living goes up to. Like it's, you should be getting raises that are like double what the price of the cost of living went up.
Yeah, so you can support yourself.
Yes, and have some money left over.
But like,
But our raises are like 0.3%.
Why are two people with no kids, both working full time, like, no, I'm not going to say struggling to make ends meet, but like, we should be doing a lot better than what, and not just me specifically, but like, look at the whole country. There's people that work full time making really good money that can't afford to live on their own in an apartment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a crisis in this country. Someone get me on the 7 o'clock news.
Yeah, and I just bought a freaking computer. So dumb.
But you did need that.
I did need it just in case.
That was not like a willy-nilly. That was like an investment. You needed that for real.
Yeah. Because I'm preparing for another wind of like pandemic.
Yeah. Period. The year's almost over. So just saying.
Or like the flu or something's going to be really bad.
You know,
and my kid, knock on wood, has not gotten sick yet.
Knock on wood for real. I always heard growing up, like, I don't know if it's just like a southern, like a, what are those things called?
A southern.
Just like a old wives' tale.
Yeah.
But growing up, I always heard, like, if the summer is really hot, that winter is we're gonna get some extreme weather.
Yeah.
And this summer was like, we had some
scorching,
record-breaking temperatures. So
yeah.
I feel like.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry. I petted the cat too much.
But yeah, I got a computer for work purposes, for if I ever have to work from home. I got something to rely on instead of a tiny little laptop. Because at work, we have like 2 huge monitors.
Yeah.
And my little laptop is not cutting it.
Tell them what kind of monitor you got.
Oh my God, it's huge.
It's the coolest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
like 34 inches wide. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You need a Benadryl?
No, because then I'll fall asleep.
Oh.
Thank you, though.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, what's it doing?
Scared me.
Updating?
It's telling me I need a upgrade.
Sorry, guys.
She's allergic to my cat.
Not just your cat.
All cats. I started that show on Amazon Prime. We should do a whole episode on it.
Which one?
Shiny People or something.
Oh, Happy Shiny People?
Yes.
I watched it.
You did?
Yeah.
So it's worth the watch. I'm only on episode 2.
Yeah, it is. Did you ever watch The Duggars?
No. I know who they are.
That was so gross. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
They lived...
Can't be worse than our sick cast.
Oh my gosh. They lived where my husband is from.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that.
I didn't know they were from Arkansas. Arkansas. I had no idea they were from Arkansas.
That's crazy.
It's wild because that's where my dad's from, that area.
Yeah.
And well, not from, but that's where he lived.
Yeah.
And that's just wild to me that it never came up in conversation with my dad. Like, how is that not something we talked about?
Yeah. We could have run into them at the Walmart or something.
Yeah. Hasn't like someone in your husband's family have seen them before or something?
Well, my grandparents saw them at a Walmart.
Oh, okay. That's what
and
it was.
Apparently they were like, you know, all their kids would like play instruments.
Oh my gosh, playing a violin. Yes. I saw it on the show.
Yes. Yes.
Like a 2-second clip of it.
Yes. And they got like a picture of all of them with all their instruments and they signed it. Crazy.
Wild. I bet.
So
like the whole Josh thing is freaking nuts.
I can't with Anna.
I don't know who Anna is.
That's Josh's wife.
Okay. I'm learning. I feel a deep dive coming.
If you guys don't know the Duggar lore, you need to go look it up.
Yeah, it's insane.
Which you should know because it's been all over the news for the past like 8 years.
Yeah. It's a cult for sure.
Yeah.
That started in Arkansas.
Welcome to Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, and then got translated into Baptist and it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Still is, apparently.
The docuseries was really good. I liked it.
You know what kind of annoyed me about the docuseries, though?
What's that?
First episode, Josh's wife's dad, I guess, was in the show, right? Was he in it?
I don't remember. I
know he said something that what makes me think it is that he said that the dad, what's the dad's name?
Bob. Jim Bob
came to him and said, hey, this is what happened. Josh was messing with his sisters.
Oh, yeah.
And then the dad was like,
Anna's dad.
Yes, was like, are you gonna tell her? And they're like, no, not until after they're married. And he was like, no, he needs to go tell the police, like what he did.
Yeah.
And so he went and told the police, But apparently the police officer was friends with Jim Bob.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name is. Joe Bob.
they had a big hand in that area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they've got connections. And then he ran for, like, Senate.
Josh?
No, Jim Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, some kind of local government. It was a huge thing.
My dad ran for Justice of the Peace.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I knew that. That's pretty intense. Anyway, yeah, no, the docuseries was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish it.
And then, what's her name? The daughter and her husband that have like since gotten away from it.
Mm-hmm.
They have a podcast, which she wrote a book about all of it, and then now they have a podcast, and apparently they talk about a lot of it on there.
Yeah,
which they interviewed them in the docuseries quite a bit.
The two sisters.
Well, a sister and her husband. What's her name? Jay something. They're all Jay something.
Are they?
Yeah, all their names. Jeremiah, Jedediah, Jenna.
Oh, gosh. And his wife, Jim Bob's wife. She just looks at him. Every time they're on stage, she stares at him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would slap you, silly girl.
Gosh dang it. I know her name.
Just type in the Duggars kids. All 18. Is that how many kids they have?
Mm-hmm. Michelle Duggar.
Michelle.
Okay.
Oh, I thought they were all J's.
Well, the kids.
Oh, is Michelle the wife?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Told you, I'm not far down the rabbit hole yet. I will, though.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Jill, Joanna, Jessa, Ginger, Joshua, Jana, Joseph, John David, Jeremiah, Josiah, Justin, Jackson, Jason, James, Jennifer, Jedediah, Johanna, Jeremy, Josie, and Jordan. But it's Jill. Jill is who I'm talking about. She's the oldest daughter.
Okay.
Her and her husband, Derek Dillard.
Series,
yeah. And she's kind of since left. Well, she's been away from it for a while, I think. But yeah, she's just kind of bringing it all to light. That's so crazy. I can't believe that Anna stays with Josh, though.
Isn't he in jail?
Yeah, I think so. He's in prison.
I'm sorry, but if you were in prison, I'd leave you.
Let me look him up.
And well, it depends on what my husband went to jail for, I guess. If it was some brave thing and he was...
Josh Duggar denied appeal, will stay in prison until 2032.
That's it?
Yeah, I guess. Let's look at Anna and see if there's been anything recently. Ooh, Yahoo.com put out an article 8 days ago, and it said, "What is a covenant marriage? Why Anna Duggar may not be able to divorce Josh after his scandal." Anna Duggar has made no moves to divorce her disgraced husband, Josh Duggar, while he's in the midst of a 12-plus year prison sentence for receiving and possessing child pornography. Josh's appeal in the case was officially terminated on October the 5th, but Anna has continued to keep tight-lipped about her husband's conviction. A covenant marriage requires couples to meet specific requirements before being able to divorce. Couples in a covenant marriage are required to attend counseling before tying the knot in an effort to strengthen their commitment to one another before walking down the aisle.
Way to trick somebody.
As of 2023, covenant marriage is only legal in 3 states: Arizona, Louisiana, and Arkansas.
It's wild.
It doesn't shock me. Honestly. It's like, marriage is already a contract, you know?
Yeah.
Like a moral contract.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're really putting like limitations on, like, in this case, she can't just up and leave him.
It's so dumb.
She probably wouldn't, though. I mean, she stood by him this whole time. I don't know.
He probably fed her some
Wouldn't
lie.
be me. It's been all over the news for 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. As I always say, I don't know what it's like behind the scenes, but
if my husband went to jail for something like that, you best believe I'd divorce him and never talk to him again.
You have to look at it from an outside perspective too. I mean, it's one thing if you're living it, but then like understanding that the whole world knows your husband for this because of these things. I'm sorry.
He did the unforgivable sin. Like, I mean, not the unforgivable, because apparently everything's forgivable, but I'm just saying, like, that to me is one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah.
You can murder someone and I could care. Well, I wouldn't care less, but that's horrible. But I'm saying that messing with children is like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
That and killing children, the worst of the worst. Speaking of killing children, I watched a YouTube video the other day about a woman. She was a NICU nurse for twins. It's in like England or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she was an RN it was a facility for twins, like new, like, premature twins or like triplets and stuff like that. Anyway, so she got linked to killing
Whoa.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Like 12 babies or something like that. She killed like 12 babies.
What? She
had this thing where she would literally, y'all have to look this up because it's wild.
I'm looking it up right now. Tell me it though.
It was she'd be alone in the room with the babies and then they would crash and they would try to save the babies. And when they did the autopsy, it came out that they had like air injected into their IV bags and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Or their IVs. And she would kill like one baby and then it was doing fine and all of a sudden it crashed. And then the brother or the sister would be sitting there and she would be on shift with that baby. And it would all of a sudden crash and die. And the parents said she was super insensitive. Like she was very much like wouldn't leave the room when they were trying to grieve.
Oh my gosh.
And they found that she Facebook stalked every single one of them after it happened. After each baby died, she Facebook stalked the parents.
What? Like, what's the motive?
I have no idea.
Other than just being completely evil. This is from Fox 59. Neonatal nurse found guilty of killing 7 babies in British hospital. I might have to get some tissue to blow my nose.
Okay. I'll get you some.
Okay.
You read that.
This is what it says. A neonatal nurse in British hospital was found guilty Friday of murdering 7 babies and trying to kill 6 others during a year-long campaign of deception when she preyed on the vulnerabilities of premature and sick newborns as well as their anxious parents. Following 22 days of deliberation, the jury at Manchester Crown Court convicted 33-year-old Lucy Letby of killing the babies in the neonatal unit at the Countess of Chester Hospital in northwest England between 2015 and 2016. She killed 7 and tried to kill 6 others.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But it's pretty wild.
Why is somebody from San Andreas, California calling me?
Hello?
The San Andreas fault line? They're calling me to let me know that California is sinking into the ocean.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I watched the whole video. It was like an hour and something long, and it was crazy. Like, she had a crush on a doctor that was there, and they don't know if that had any play into it. Like, if the babies crash, he'd come running in type thing.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't take off. So, like, I guess when you lose a baby, the hospital, like, can make you take off work because it's so hard.
Right.
And she wouldn't take off. She's like, no, I just want to keep working, but would end up killing each baby.
Oh my gosh. They had to have linked it to her, like...
Yeah, they noticed that. And the crazy was, the thing was, is that a doctor or something brought it to the hospital's attention. Her allergies are killing her, guys.
Sorry, guys.
But the hospital, one of the staff brought it to their attention, and they shrugged it off the first time.
Just because of, like, wow, what a wild thing to think.
I guess.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Let me see. Parents were exposed to her morbid curiosity and her faint compassion. Too many of them returned home to empty baby rooms. Many surviving children live with permanent consequences of her assaults upon their lives. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Maybe I should start taking like a daily shot or something. I don't even have a cat.
Not a shot, but like a nose spray or something.
Just like what's that stuff called?
I have no idea. Zyrtec? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Speaking of also babies,
what about them?
I'm on the side of TikTok that I never want to be on. Oh, this is what I wrote down on my sticky note.
Oh, no.
I'm going through like a TikTok cleanse where I'm not spending as much time on TikTok because what day was it? Saturday when I got off from work, I came home and sat in the recliner and I was watching TikToks.
Yeah.
And I was scrolling through and a TikTok pops up of a woman it says, you were with us when she was born at how many weeks in the NICU for 6 months, or you watched us in the NICU for 9 months. And now you watch us.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Walk out. Let me see if I can find it. It makes more sense if I can find it.
Was it about the neonatal nurse?
No.
Oh.
It was about something else. But I ended up sobbing like a baby.
Was it sad?
Yes. Okay, yeah. See, look. Here, you just watch it and I'll get your reaction. Scroll up one. Like, go down. No, the other way. It took me like 3 times to watch it to understand what was going on, though.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm on the side of TikTok.
Why would they have people lined up like that down the hallway? I don't think that I could handle that.
Well, it's all the nurses and doctors giving them respect that have worked on the child.
Yeah,
so what it is for people that didn't get to see it, it's of a mom. The first video is her walking out of the NICU with her disabled child. And they're all clapping, happy, whatever. Yeah. And then I guess a year later, they did it's called an honor walk, where they honor the child by carrying her through the hospital wing, and all the doctors and nurses stand out in the hallway and they honor her I'm getting chills, by letting her walk out or not walk out, but the parents hold the dying baby, or I don't know if she was dead in that, but like she was like a couple videos
later.
Yes. So it's called an honor walk. So when they die, you walk through the hospital and they honor you. And I started sobbing. I was watching that and I was sobbing. And then James was in the shower while this was going on. And then I finally got off of it. And James comes out and I was like, I just cried for like 15 minutes. And he was like, why? And I was starting to tell him and I started sobbing again. I couldn't get it out. I couldn't tell him. I was like, I can't talk about it right now. I gotta go. Like, I
gotta go.
Like, because I was walking somewhere when he did that. And I didn't tell him until about 6 hours later.
Oh my God.
Because I couldn't handle it. Yeah. So now my TikTok is literally every other video is of child loss. And I'm on the side of TikTok you do not want to be on the side of.
You've got to, restructure your feed or something.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's so bad that I've been off TikTok.
Well, when you see a video, you can say like, I don't like.
But I don't want to do that because I like watching those videos because they're so sad. Not, I don't like them.
No, I know.
But like,
makes you feel like something in a way.
Yeah, I don't like to see them, but they don't bother me to see them. It's I can't stop crying when I see them.
It's overwhelming.
That and military homecomings.
Yeah. That
gets me. Just all of it is just, oh my God, I sobbed. And so bad that Giacomo came up to me later because I continued to sob after James asked me about it. And Giacomo was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, Mommy's fine. And he was like, Mom, if you're sad, I'm sad. I can't.
Oh.
I was like, I'm sorry, Bubba. I'm trying not to cry. I just saw something really sad. And then, of course, I had a dream that last night that Giacomo got freaking lost. And it was awful. It was so awful.
It's got to be stress that like makes you have those types of dreams. You know what I mean?
My thing I've noticed, if I intake something a lot, I dream about it.
Well, they say that like if you are thinking about something a lot, even subconsciously, that's why it'll show up in your dreams.
Yeah.
I just burped.
That's nice. You're just a little sicky this episode.
It's just the allergens.
The allergens.
It is.
What else was on my sticky note? I had one more thing. I had Duggars, my TikTok feed.
I've been not on TikTok very much lately because I've been on Monopoly Go like crazy.
Oh my gosh. I need to get into it, I guess.
It's so good. I just recently started playing it, but it's like addictive. You got to get on it.
I have it. I just never played it.
Play it. You'll get really good at it. I mean, it's kind of luck based.
You know what we should do one Saturday?
What?
Geocaching.
Can you explain that to me a little bit? Because I've seen...
Haven't we talked about this?
I don't think so.
We didn't talk about this last episode?
Did we?
No. I can't remember who I had this conversation with.
Is it like Pokemon Go, except...
No. I mean, I guess, but no.
You like go find things out in the woods or something?
Kind of. Like, okay.
How do you do it though?
So an example is, I'll tell you where one is where we live. Do you know when you're going down, you know where Wharton?
Yeah.
The school is?
Yes. Yeah.
If you go down that road, there's that old cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see if I can download the app. But you get the app.
Is there like one app for all of it? Or like, oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah. It's like the main like hub. Geocaching. It costs money to do it though.
What?
I'm pretty sure, unless they freed it up.
Is it just like a treasure hunt kind of?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's very neat. And Giacomo's done it so many times he knows what it is. Me and him have done it a few times. But anyway, it's a map of the whole world, pretty much.
Okay.
And you find little spots. They look like this.
So like trinkets, like what do you do with the stuff? You just leave it there?
So that's what the spots look like. And then you have to find the spots. And there's riddles and stuff on where they hid it.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
Yes. And so you like the one at the cemetery, it's not like a box. It's okay. I'm really bad at explaining things.
No.
So some of them you go to used to at this city that we live in, or I live in, there's a big welcome sign that says welcome to whatever.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that sign really wasn't there. But those woods right there.
Yeah.
And there used to be like a military style metal box that was in the woods, and you could go, and what you do is you get trinkets with your name on them or your user ID or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you put a trinket in, take a trinket out.
Oh.
And then you go to the next one, and then you put their trinket in, take a trinket out. And you go to the next one, you take, or you just do your trinkets. Like I did bubbles, like, you know, the wedding bubbles that you buy. And just wrote my username on the back of them and then put the bubbles in.
That's cool.
But some of them, most of them are just logs.
Logs?
Yeah. So you, it's a paper log. Mm-hmm. So you just open, it's usually in like a film canister. You take out the log because those are like waterproof.
Yeah.
You take out the log, sign your name, put it back in, and you see the list of everybody who's been there.
So it's just kind of cool to go and see like how many people are involved in this thing.
It's still downloading.
That's pretty cool.
It's huge. But it's so much fun. James went with me a couple times and he didn't really like it, but I'm into it.
It's like, it's just cool to see that
there's one in the skating rink parking lot.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I can never find it. I cannot find it till this day. I don't know if it's still on the app or not because I couldn't find it.
We should check.
As soon as it says it's got 1 minute and 24 seconds left.
Your app store tells you how long it takes an app to download?
Well, normally an app takes like 3 seconds. So I guess I've never noticed it. But this app is like, I guess, huge. So
like Google Maps because it's a map of the whole world.
Yeah.
I wonder what city has the most. Is it called geos? Or just like sites?
I don't know what they're called. What are the individual things called? I don't know.
And who came up with geocaching? Like,
the world's largest treasure hunting community.
Oh, treasure hunt.
Geocaches are hidden all over the world. So geocache.
Okay.
We should do it though one Saturday. That'd be so much fun.
I'm down.
And they do it a lot in cemeteries.
Scary. And it's Halloween time.
We should do it in Eureka.
Geocaching in Eureka.
Oh my god.
Scary. And
those are some really fun videos to watch on YouTube too. People geocaching.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. My mom went on a date with the guy one time and he was like, this is where I learned about it. I never knew it existed.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to show you something cool. So he gets out you can buy devices that are made for this.
Oh, wow.
And he had a device or whatever. And he was like, on his little coordinates. Now you can do it on your iPhone, but back in the day, this thing's old. Back in the day, you could do you had like a device that did it. And we went to the Kmart parking lot.
Yeah.
And in the like sewer, it wasn't like the sewer, but in like a drain thing, you pull up the rope and it was a metal box.
Whoa. I'm interested.
They're everywhere.
I'm interested now.
Oh, it's downloaded. Okay.
Let's looky-loo.
Log in. I wonder if I still have a username and password. Oh, I do.
Is it saved?
Yep.
Dang.
I'm excited. I understand. I'm ready. Allow. Oh, dang. I did not mean to do that. I agree. Oh, there's not many around here.
Ooh,
these are all the ones in our region.
So what are like the different I see some smiley faces. I see like some question marks.
I don't remember. You'll have to click on it.
Yeah, there aren't many around us.
If anyone wants to go geocaching with us, I'll holler at your girl.
Huh.
And you can click on them.
What are the smiley faces? Poltergust? What? Sylvania Cemetery? Huh. I wish there was more around us.
If you go to like Lone Oak, there's a bunch in Lone Oak. Let me see. It's mostly on highways.
Really?
Like,
oh yeah, look, there's quite a few.
Yeah. Let's go back to Cabot because I want to see something. What is the smiley face one?
I don't know. I clicked on a couple of them, but it just gave me the location.
Yeah, click here. I think this is the one I've been to. Maybe. No, that's not the name of that cemetery. Did they take it out of that one cemetery?
Maybe. Maybe they thought it was disrespectful.
No.
Could be.
Oh, upgrade. It means you have to upgrade to see those. You got to pay for them.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the one that's in the rink part.
The skating rink.
Yeah. Boop-a-doop, boop, 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 boop. First, I gotta figure out where I'm at. Okay.
Now I'm gonna be on geocaching TikTok. Let's look up some geocaching. Oh my gosh. This is the first TikTok that came up. Oh, Christmas.
Walking around the Christmas tree and Christmas party.
Okay. Let's see. Geo.
I don't know where I am on the map. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. This is not entertaining, but
I think it is. One of the best geocaches we have ever found. Why the heck isn't it playing?
Geocache. This is one of the most clever geocaches we have ever found. So basically, this pops out, and all it says is return cache, and then that is it. And then at the bottom here, there is another one, but it just says return cache, and then when you look inside, it says almost, keep looking. And we were like struggling for ages because it's got this note, but obviously it doesn't twist.
I'm about to upgrade.
Nothing happens. It says it doesn't need tools.
Are you?
And then JP came along and he did this instead. Oh my god! Look! How good is that? And then all you've got to do is take the cash out and then make sure that you replace it afterwards.
Oh, how fun.
So this is Monopoly one. So apparently they play Monopoly, and once you click on it, it's like Monopoly series. I don't understand it, but like they label it as if it's a Monopoly place.
Huh.
And the one at Joyland, it looks like is, I think that's Joyland. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. It's level difficulty is 2.5 out of 5. Micro size is super small, and the hint is when facing the jaws of the monster, tickle his right foot. When facing the jaws of the monster, tickle his right foot.
Huh? The jaws of the monster.
Let's see another one.
Is there any like statues out there or anything?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
It says it's super small.
Yeah, it's tiny. Which you'll see that. They'll hide ones like this big, and it's like a little magnet, and they'll put a little log in it.
Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's like
Ward
like
Fire
an escape
Department.
room almost.
Do not park in front of the fire truck. That's what it says.
Bruh.
Hint: the owner of this oh, they didn't leave a hint. Okay, cool.
The owner of this geocache. It's kind of like an escape room, like you're.
And then you can comment, like people that have been there.
That's really neat.
Then someone's like, could not find. Enjoyed this one, and then they put pictures. Ooh, spoilers! It tells you there's gonna be a spoiler. See, yeah, it's just a log.
Oh, cool. Huh. Yeah, we'll have to try it sometime.
Yeah. Carcast.
Carcast. Geocache with us.
Yeah. I love it. I just paid $6.99 for that.
Oh my God. No, you have to do it to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down. I don't know if I have anything else to talk about.
I don't either. Sorry, guys.
I promise the next one will be so entertaining.
Yes, we're going to research and do something super cool.
Yeah.
We got a really good idea coming along, guys.
We sure do. Make sure you listen to the next episode.
It's going to be fire.
If fire with a capital F.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. All right, guys. Stay cool.
Yeah. Turn that heat on.
But don't leave it on all day.
Yeah, do not turn the heat on yet. It's not worth it.
Keep your AC on, people.
Yeah, mine's on right now. Okay. Bye.
Bye.